Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm Ryan, a certified strength and conditioning specialist from theworkoutcorner.com, and you know what today is. It is a great, great day for working out and answering some of your questions. Which is exactly what I do here every Monday. I pick the top 3 questions from the comment box below, and winner of best question gets free access to my 80/20 workout toolkit, where I share with you the 5 blueprints you need to build the body that you want. So with that being said, let's jump into our first question. James95 says, hey Ryan, what are your thoughts on protein shakes mass builders for increasing size as well as staying lean? Yes, popular question, right? Every episode, I think, for the past year now, someone wants to know, right? We want to know about, all right, what protein shakes, or do I need to take protein shakes? And protein shakes are a tool or a means to an end. They're not the solution. So as long as you view them in the appropriate context, they're great to use. I mean, I take protein shakes because it helps me save a lot of time and get the protein I need right away. Do you have to take protein shakes? No, of course not. But again, it comes down to your training goals and the time and just the effort that you have to put in. So another thing to keep in mind with mass builder, you mentioned mass builder shakes. Those usually have a lot of extra sugar in it. So not necessarily bad, but just if you're really concerned about staying lean, then you're probably not going to be want to be using the mass builder shakes. So, all right, hope you found that helpful. I do cover a lot more info on shopping for supplements, which ones I use and which ones I found that don't work and all that in the food intake course. Once I know that you've gone through the food intake and you know the proper training there, then I have no problem sharing everything that I've used and found out about supplements. But again, supplements are not a magic solution, and they're not the devil either that other people claim for them to be. There's just a lot of, it is kind of like the wild, wild west. I was at a supplement conference a couple months ago, and it's very interesting to listen to the FDA and some of the other speakers they had there. So it's just something you have to be aware of, and at the end of the day, you're responsible for your body and taking care of yourself. So as long as you're comfortable with that, then by all means give it a try and see how it works for you. All right, hope that helps. Ever says, hey Ryan, working rotating shift the past year, my health and fitness has definitely gone downhill. I think most people working shift work can agree it's easy to take a toll on the health. Hey, absolutely. Let's see. I'm tempted to buy energy drinks and other healthy things, keep myself awake. I feel lazy on days off and I lose motivation to stay fit. I want to get started on your home workout program. Any other advice? Thanks. Yeah, great question. So sure, a lot of guys, I'm sure you're out there doing rotating shift work. And so what you need to do, or something to keep in mind, is that because you don't have time as a constant throughout your week, in the sense that, okay, I know I'm always off at 5, you have to plan ahead more. And you should always be planning ahead, but you really need to, come Sunday or Saturday or whenever your rotating shift starts, you want to plan ahead and pencil in your workouts that just for that particular week ahead of time, and that's really going to help you. You'll find it doesn't sound that complicated, but you'll find just taking the 5 minutes of effort to do that up front is going to give you a lot more motivation to go through and follow through the workout as you're going through your work week and dealing with those rotating shifts. All right, so that's something I'd recommend. Another aside is, something just totally to kind of think about on the outside is if your health and fitness is taking a serious toll, then you need to step back and look at, okay, is this like the right job for me, right? So, because you shouldn't be working yourself to death. And so when I see something like this, that's just another question I would pose to you. And I don't mean go quit your job tomorrow, but just think about, if this job is really impacting your health and fitness, and it's not necessarily because of you being lazy, but it's just because of the job, then that's something to think about and say maybe I should be looking for something else and setting yourself up for better success that way. A big thing that I teach is and strongly believe in is you bend your environment to build your body, and too many guys have it reversed, right? They say, oh, well, I can't do this because of X in my environment, because I have this job or I do this, I have this commitment or this, I can't do that. And 9 times out of 10 it's not true. The answer is, well, I choose not to. And sometimes that's okay. But what I want you to consider is, well, what are some other choice options I have? All right? Hope that helps. 65 Adam says, hi Ryan, is it possible to lose weight without losing size? I've been gymming for quite a few years and have seen good results. In the last 2 months, I've lost about 3.5 pounds. Awesome on the scales, but I think I've kept size. Is that possible, or is it all in my head to make myself feel better? Thanks a lot, Adam. Yeah, it's definitely possible to lose weight. And there are a lot of questions this week about kind of cutting, losing weight, but keeping mass. And it's a very popular topic, and I think a big reason for that, and myself included, why I was always so kind of fascinated by it, is just that from a psychology standpoint, as humans, we fear loss of something more than we want to gain something, right? So we are actually like more afraid of losing muscle than we are of gaining it per se. So that's I believe a big driver behind these types of questions. And to really alleviate that, you really just got to take action and do it. So you have already done that. So props to you. But for the other guys, the other questions, if you're tracking your progress week after week, there's no way you're going to wake up one day and have no muscle because you were cutting and you lost all your muscle. It's not going to happen. The only way that may happen is if you're not paying attention and not tracking your progress. And if you're not doing that in the first place, then you're probably not going to have great results. So don't let that hinder you or make you feel like you have to stop because you're going to lose muscle if you're trying to get rid of fat. Very often not going to be the case. And that, again, that was something that took me a while to go through. And when you lose fat, you're going to look even like you have more muscle. It looks like you gain muscle because you're just going to have more definition. That's another big plus to it as well. All right? Hope that helps. All right, fellas, that'll do it for another episode of Mind Food Monday. Go ahead and put your questions in the comment box below, and I'll get to those next week. A little bit long today. Sorry about that, but hopefully you found some good information and learned some new things. Kyle Diver, you are the winner this week, my man, for the 80-20 toolkit. That simple 7-day blueprint's really going to help you a lot with the rotating shift. So looking forward to put a comment in the comment box below so I know you saw this, and I'll get you hooked up with that. Everybody else, have a good week. Lift hard. I'll see you next Monday.